Okay, let's see if we can get this in one take. One, or you got rough. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
Hi.
Ooh, I don't know if Andrew said that at the same time.
Big gap.
Anyway, sorry, just trying to make it harder for you to edit. I'm going to turn you up slightly.
Okay.
Turn me up. Okay, welcome back to I Read It Online Somewhere, here every week to discuss what we have read online and answer your strange and wonderful questions you probably should have asked your science teachers at school. I'm Amy, and I didn't ask these questions either, but luckily for me, I'm joined by two handsome men called Andrew and Ross.
That's your ad-libbing.
Oh, hi.
Ross is complaining that we sound too scripted at the start, because we do. So I've ad-libbed. I thought you'd like that one.
Okay.
I feel better.
Hi, I'm Ross.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Yeah, and they don't need to know if you're handsome or not, because they can't see you. They can just hear you.
I literally just posted a video yesterday. Like a picture of us all yesterday.
Yeah, and a horrific one of me. But anyway.
Well, I could take another one.
No, I'm okay. So I'm still in my pajamas. I'm just in another pair of pajamas.
I'm in my PJs too.
Yeah.
I am fully clothed.
Hey, I'm fully
I
clothed.
even have shoes on.
Do you have shoes on?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you
Ross,
wear
inside the house?
You just told me to take the bins in, so...
Well, then take them off at the door.
I'm in slippers. I'm very on it. I feel really on edge that you're wearing shoes, just cutting about the house.
I feel on edge that you're in pajamas.
Oh, I feel okay about it. But yeah, anyway, what are we? Season 3, episode 9. And this week we're all about sound. And I think it's Andrew's
Oh, it's
week.
me. Sorry.
It's your week.
So,
Sound.
sound. Could you
Like a Scottish slang, like, that sound, or sound like sound.
Well, actually, so it's all about the sound in films and games, and actually how important it is.
Ross is woken up.
Yeah. So I was watching a really informative TikTok, and it was all about when they were screening for the film. I think it was Halloween. It was either Halloween or The Exorcist. It was one of those two. And what they did was they screened at one of those like preview screenings. They screened it without the soundtrack in the background, so they were just screening the movie, and it kind of got okay reviews, and it wasn't like a great film.
So like no talking?
No, so there was talking,
no
but there was
music.
no like music behind it. So there was no.
okay.
You like the Jaws, like
Yeah.
So
all of that was like, and how that was kind of interesting. And then what they did was they put it on and did like with the sound, and then they sort of like got a completely different reaction from the audience. And the article kind of goes on and talks about how like the importance of the sound. So do you guys have any idea as to what might be evoked?
Oh, 2 big words for this time of night.
I know.
Dumb it down, come on.
Voked.
Oaked.
Oh wait, I've got it. How do you think music makes you feel? There you are.
I think from what you're trying to say is you need music for like the suspense, because things like Psycho or even Jaws, even like, yeah, I think you need it because when you hear the music and it creates tension, and then I feel like I'm in my media studies
Nice.
this year.
It was really good. This is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the like colloquialism of like Hitchcock's.
You did a whole degree as well. You didn't just do it in school. You did 4 years of your life. I hope we can do more than this. Come on, let's hear it.
Yeah, creates tension or something.
So it was quite interesting though, because you went straight for it. Now I don't know if that was because I kind of primed you by talking about scary movies, and you talked about scary movies there. You didn't kind of go for the other emotions.
Happy music.
Well, I was going to go for the thing where I can remember feeling this is the Avengers Endgame.
Oh god, Ross, what, did you just cry again?
Yeah, I did.
Every Marvel movie, Ross is just like in tears, and I'm just like, I've like wake up and I'm like, well, what is going on?
Stop falling
what's
asleep
happened
during
here?
the movies. That's the problem.
Let me just play this. Do you mean you don't get evoked
Yes,
at this?
I do. That's it.
No, to be honest, I don't think I've seen Endgame.
You have. We watched it on the plane.
I've watched it on. It's like asleep.
And you won't hear the music there. I'm getting goosebumps already.
Yeah, I've got goosebumps. That gives
Is that
me goosebumps.
Endgame?
Yeah. I'm not going to play
No,
it
try
off.
the Harry
Um,
Potter.
Well, tell you what. How about this one? What does this evoke? What about this one?
Like,
It's just like guess the movie.
this
Is that Jungle
Opera,
Book?
Opera, is it Up?
So yeah, this is Married Life, the theme from Up.
Yeah.
So the one that
I
has
felt
8
like Happy
minutes
Childhood. That's what I felt like.
8 minutes of sadness. And then what
Not for
about? Hold on, I had like a whole load. Right, okay. What does this one make you think of?
Celine Dion.
Is this Prince of Egypt again, Andrew?
It's not Prince of Egypt. No, you don't know this song?
Christmas.
Is it Mariah Carey?
No.
Christmas though, because I can hear a bell.
So that was the the Coca-Cola advert for the trucks coming
No.
through.
Holidays are coming.
Oh, no, it
Holidays
was
are
Christmas
coming,
just from
yep.
the bells.
Holidays are coming.
Okay, right. So I'll ask you then. What does this one invoke?
Is Christmas a feeling?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, why not?
Of course it is. It's more than a feeling. Bless my soul, Harkers in a row.
Who's naming the film? I
Bless
feel
my
excited. I'm ready for a fight.
Okay,
That's
so,
a Hercules
so
film.
so those are obviously movie ones, and they bring back like an element of like nostalgia, loveliness, and that's kind of important because it takes you back to a connected story that you know about or love or
Yeah,
have
it's
a
interesting
connection with.
that. Sorry, it's just interesting that like Hercules one like takes you back, but when you heard it for the first time, what was it evoking? Right now
Yeah.
it evokes us going back to
And-
nostalgia, but back at the time it was just like, oh, it's just music.
Yeah, quite, and that's but it must have, if you think back to when you were talking about the Avengers one, so Avengers Portals,
Portals,
that music, like, it does give you chills because at the same time that's the same sort of emotion that you were feeling beforehand.
Yeah.
Surely when you were actually in the cinema, but
Seeing that for the first time, yeah.
it gives
on
you
your
this like, connections that they also convince you that the world is real. So, and they will not convince you that it's real, but they allow you to sort of believe that the place that you are in, or especially if you're playing games, that they are part of. Oh, I'm about to Disneyfy it. Part of your world, and you can
don't need you
imagine
to sing everything.
you can imagine the world that you're being in. So like, so for video games, a lot of background music stuff puts you into that world, and therefore you feel more part of it, which allows a deeper connection for feelings and stuff. So that was the article this week. I just thought it was really interesting because like I've got loads, like I listen a lot to like movie soundtracks, and I just love it. And some of my favorite jokes are about movie soundtracks. For example, what is Mario's favorite fabric?
Yahoo!
I don't know.
Denim, denim, denim. Denim,
Oh,
denim, denim.
clever.
Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim.
When he meets Bowser.
That's it.
No, okay.
No,
I was about to go.
That-
Patty tactic.
But no,
Skip
it's-
the dog a bone. Oh, can I ask you guys this? Try and do Pirates of the Caribbean, but without going into Billie Jean. Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. So try and do like the like din 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 din. I can't do it. Din din din. Try and do the Pirates. Okay, right. But you try it, Andrew. How can you guys both do this and I just go din 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 din?
Have you tried them? It's like so do you know the the song from Star Wars? Like Star Wars theme. Okay, good. Now, do you know the
What's
Indiana
copyright?
Jones?
I learned the what one, sorry?
Indiana Jones.
I've never seen Indiana Jones.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun,
Can you now
You're
do
gonna tell us they're
Superman?
written by the same person. Da, 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 da,
Ah,
da.
but you have to sing all three, Ross.
Da, da, da.
So now do Indiana Jones.
dun, dun,
Are you okay?
It's really so.
You
They
made
are.
it
I think
back.
that they're all written by.
You've
I
been
think it's
struck
John
by
Williams.
A smooth criminal.
And that's one of the things is that like a lot of our famous stuff is written by like
The
John
same
Williams or Alan. What's his name? Alan Silvery.
Who's Zimmerman then?
Oh yeah, Hans Zimmerman.
Hans.
Yeah. He did like he did all the Christopher Nolan ones. So he does like Time from Inception, which you would totally know. He does the one from Interstellar. I'll like play Time because you would totally know Time.
I think he's assuming we've seen this one.
Have you never seen Inception?
We've seen Inception. We saw it together.
I know. I was trying to make a joke.
Oh,
Okay.
anyway,
I've seen Inception once and didn't like it.
I love it. You didn't like Inception?
No. Is it a book? Is it the same person that did Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
Oh, that was a
'Cause
terrible
that
film.
was-
Oh,
that
that was
was
awful.
confusing.
That was a terrible film.
Why do we just talk about films every week?
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was my
So
thing.
I want to
Oh.
ask on this topic. So music and the soundtrack has a big effect. I also think when you take it away, it also has a big effect as well.
Yeah,
Can you tell me films where that's happened?
where music has been
So-
taken away.
Yeah, no music.
Probably
There's one
probably an
famously.
Oscar winner one. Saving Private Ryan, the first 5-10 minutes or
I
something.
think it's like 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan have no music.
Or no, it just says, and so does.
It's just the sounds of war, just explosions and people shouting, and it's really noticeable. I think
never
Dunkirk
seen it.
does it as well. Dunkirk's just got
does
a bit. that's-
Apocalypse Now not do it as well?
Might do.
Don't know.
I don't
Just name
know.
loads of films.
I've never seen
Nobody
any.
knows.
But it's also when it's like that, it's I find that really like
Well,
hard hitting as well.
it moves
when you
over
don't
to
have
the
music.
to the because in those situations, music or background sounds wouldn't necessarily be as important because the other sounds,
sound of- yeah.
the sounds of the war or whatever, they must be more important. And again, you get that for thrillers. So when music stops, or there is a silence, that makes you sort of feel like, ooh, danger.
Yeah.
And
Not
that's
just
quite
when
interesting.
there's a violin going,
Mhm.
that's when something's gonna jump out.
Or or the foreboding of something. So I don't know. Have you guys seen Stranger Things yet?
No,
yet,
not the
no.
new season.
Okay, well, it's not a spoiler, but
Been too busy watching Obi-Wan.
there's a clock. There's a clock that chimes, and like that is like a foreboding sound of what's going to happen. It's quite good. So, Amy, it's time for
It's time for my quiz.
your
Amy's science quiz. Amy's science test. I'd forgotten what we call it. So what people think.
I mean, I cut all of that anyway and just put the jingle. But yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Let Ross have his moment.
I thought you just added it every week, like from what I said.
There's like a jingle.
Oh, no.
Okay, Amy. Question
I
one.
thought I'd done really well for weeks, and you were just like adding the music on top of it.
No, it's literally I cut
Poor
it.
Ross.
I cut
Oh,
it and I
man.
put the jingle.
That's
I'm so
all I do in
sorry.
this podcast. Like that's my only line.
Amy's science test.
Right, Amy. Question one.
Mm-hmm.
Why are clouds white?
Oh, are they white?
I suppose I'm looking out a window right now and it's like brown
I'm looking
and
at the
grey.
window. I'm
So
like,
yeah.
why are you guys white? I don't know. Now I'm like, what is a cloud? I don't know. Gases. Ross is looking to see. I'm like, oh, try it again. Well, I honestly don't know. Candy floss. I don't know, actually. I honestly don't know. Is it
Well, yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know
Again,
what
you've
a
taken
cloud
the
is.
question, completely changed it, made it your own question, and not answered that either.
You do.
But
you,
let's start
Amy.
with
You
what
do
is
you.
I do
what
me.
is a cloud? Let's start with that.
What
and
is
then
a cloud? Ross. Sounds a bit physicsy.
I think it's water vapor droplets grouped together.
So technically a gas.
No. Oh, sorry. No, I don't mean vapor. I mean liquid droplets. You're right. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay, why is it white? I don't know.
I like how you put Ross. I think. I'm like, do you not know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I'd have to leave
I
this
don't
blank.
know.
I don't. Do you know why it's white?
I know it's white. Yeah.
Why?
It's just reflecting.
Oh
all
my
the
god! I was
colours
gonna
of light.
say reflection.
I thought that was like a good one for you because I thought, Amy knows about reflection.
I know, but then I was getting confused with like why this guy's blue is because it reflects off the sea or something. Is that not a thing?
No.
Oh no, guys, help! Help! Help!
The
detention. Why is this guy blue?
Yeah, no, that's what I would have said. It's just reflection of light, but it is water.
Why does it go grey then sometimes?
Well, because there's more water,
Oh, okay.
so there
And
must.
there's less light. So grey
Yeah.
is just, it's actually white. It's all the colours, but there's just less of it. And you go from white to grey to black. That's all the different colours included in there. Whereas if you've got something like red, that means there's no blue and green. There's just red getting through.
Wow.
So actually, if you see grey, you're still seeing all the colours. There's just less of them.
Oh, cool. I would, if I had to write down an answer there, I would have probably put reflection, mainly because it's kind of my go-to. But I'll take 0 for that because I didn't.
Okay. Next question. Why does your skin go wrinkly in water?
Oh, is this from my son?
He wrote in
discovered that.
and said,
I'm impressed he can write.
so am I. He's a quick child.
He said.
Is it to do with like water retention in your skin? Because your water's like porous and it's all getting in, and I don't know. Something like that?
Not quite. So water doesn't get in. If water got in, that's kind of a problem.
We're not like 90% water, or is that a jellyfish?
No, we're pretty high in water, but it's kind of kept slightly differently. So we don't really want to take in water through our skin because that stops our cells from bursting if they come in contact with
osmosis?
water. That's osmosis, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. But our skin goes wrinkly in water to make it easier to grip things. Because
so
you have
like,
more contact points, essentially.
So it's like an evolutionary thing.
Yeah. When your fingers go kind of pruny, like it allows you to grip things better, or at least that is the current thought. This changes all the time. So at one point it was like, oh, you've been in the water too long. Other times it's like, well, it's to grip things.
In fairness, it's only your hands and feet that go wrinkly. Like the rest of your skin doesn't. So it must.
Yeah.
That's really blown my mind.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, right?
Yeah, I definitely would not have guessed that. So.
Yeah. And
Good question.
final question: how do fresh?
Have you given us the answer?
No, I just read fish wrong.
Fish.
I read fresh because I was trying to read the next word. It's so stupid.
Sorry, we're gonna take advantage of this. Every time you record it, I'm gonna do something.
How do fish breathe underwater?
Fresh.
We just alluded to that. Is it not osmosis? Is it not? Or diffusion? One of them? That's how fish breathe, no? I thought they'd take in like water through osmosis and then like get the oxygen from it and expel the rest.
No, you're not wrong.
Is
I
it
mean,
not? I
it's not
swear
osmosis
that...
though.
Really?
Yeah,
What's-
osmosis is the movement of water molecules, and there's not
definitely something in my brain about osmosis and fish and breathing.
definitely diffusion would be like you'd be
Maybe
with
it's diffusion.
Yeah, and they are basically the same thing.
So they take in the water and then is it not like their gills? Is that what it's
Gills,
called?
yeah.
What's a gill again? Does that not
the
like
fluffy bit at the
filter
side.
the? Yeah, does that not like filter the water? Like gets the oxygen out and chucks the water back out.
Yeah.
In fairness, I thought it was osmosis. I remember studying osmosis and diffusion at the same time, but like diffusion does not get a big enough shout out.
No.
People say osmosis
Yeah.
a lot, but pure diffusion
And especially
sounds
when
quite carry.
like osmosis is just a version of diffusion, and diffusion happens a lot more. But
So
yeah, no, I
osmosis
mean
just water, or is it any liquid?
Ross, do you want me
No.
to teach you?
osmosis is just water. Yeah, just water.
So and diffusion is gases.
Is
or
gases
Diffusion can just be
and
a bit
other
of whatever.
molecules. Yeah,
Just
pretty much
anything.
whatever else is diffusion.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
quite broad, Ross. You know. Don't worry, I'll teach you.
I
You're right,
love
you're
learning.
right.
I'm just
Don't
trying
worry,
to.
I'll keep it right, Andrew. Don't
But
worry.
yeah, that
I'm
is
trying to learn.
that is right. So the fish kind of gulp the water.
Are
The
you impressed?
water passes out through their gills, and at that point, they've got in their gills they've got like little capillary type vessels. So that's essentially their lungs. And as the water passes over it, diffusion happens. So the carbon dioxide comes out into the water, and oxygen goes in, and then that water just comes out the other side of the gill. So yeah, that's brilliant. So that's when you take a fish
Quite
out of
stressed if
water.
their gill is like stuck.
Yeah, well, so if you take a fish out of water, it's suffocating. Yes, it's suffocating, not drowning. So sometimes I've heard people say like, "Oh, it's drowning." It's not. It's suffocating because it can't breathe the water, which is why it opens its mouth because it's trying to get more water in.
Oh, don't! I feel really sad for them.
It is quite sad, but yeah. So there you go.
So for the gases to get, sorry, I'm just learning here. For the gases to get into the gills, they need to be wet. So do we have like a similar thing in our lungs? Like are our lungs wet to allow gas to go into the like blood easier?
Ross,
or
do you not know how this works?
No, I don't. I'm a physics
Ace,
teacher.
I think I even know. Well,
do
no,
you
I
wanna-
don't. I just know.
Do you
I
want to tell them?
I know that the pulmonary artery takes the unoxygenated blood away from your lungs.
And once again, Amy has taken a question and
Is
just
that right? I just know that it has to go through the 4 chambers. Yeah, the blood goes through your heart, the 4 chambers, then goes into your lungs, sorry, to give them oxygen, and then the pulmonary artery takes it away. Is that not how you oxygenate
It's
blood?
the pulmonary.
Or
so
lungs,
your pulmonary artery is
goes away,
right.
vein goes in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
arteries,
that's what I'm saying. The artery goes away.
but away from the heart. So the pulmonary
Oh,
artery
right.
is the one that goes from the heart to the lungs,
Oh, pulmonary is like,
and then the pulmonary
Heart.
vein comes back to the heart, and then it goes out
and it
your
goes
aorta.
like left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle. Is that it?
No,
Is that not the
you
4
missed
chambers?
one out.
right atrium, right ventricle, then out to the
Ah.
lungs, then back left atrium, left ventricle, and then out to the
Ah,
body.
okay, roughly.
Yeah, you were there. You got all the right
It
words.
was alright.
Just
It was alright.
just not in the right order. But yeah, I mean, like you got all the words.
Refraction.
But yeah, to answer your question, Ross, yeah, your lungs are moist.
Oh, you just
Mm-hmm.
upset
So-
a few listeners there.
I know I did. Moist. So yeah, so actually that the moisture in your lungs, so that's why you kind of also have hot, sweaty breath. Ugh. Because you need that in order for the gas to move over efficiently.
Okay.
So that is important. So yeah, and if you have hot, sweaty breath and would like to tell us about it, please email us at ireaditos@gmail.com or contact us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or TikTok at ireaditos. Please do subscribe and share our podcast. Please do comment on it, because we are slowly making our way up the charts and would really like to hit that 100 mark. So thank you very much for everybody who's already posted or commented. But if you could keep that up, that'd be great. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.